In today's video, we're making collaged large tags for our junk journals. This can be for any project, as this is our mini challenge in the challenge, number 3 for August. Stay tuned for details and tutorial. Hi everybody, it's Julie, and welcome to the Dear Julie Junk Journal Every Day, where we do have a brand new crafty video every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we'd love to have you join us. So today we are working in, flashback, throwback, throwback. This journal I started 2 years ago. And it is made with the sewing digital kit from Dear Julie. I started it and put it away for some reason and have not gone back to it. So I am going to finish it. So we are going to combine this along with our mini challenge in the challenge. This is our third mini challenge in the challenge. And you will have until... let's check the date here. August 30th to finish this challenge. So August 30th is the last day to finish this challenge. We are going to make large tags. So I have this great paper here that is going to help with the grayscale that is in this journal, and so I want to use this for some of these tags, and we are going to be using the assembly line fashion or style. So you need to make at least 3 of each of the. You need to have 2 different tags, 3 of each. So a total of 6 tags. Large tag is anything bigger than a guest check, which is like 3.5 by 5-ish. So this should be 12 inches. So if we went 4 inches, that would be good enough. But I'm going to go with, let's go 3.5. So there's 1, 2, and if I can get it without the flowers on it, that would be great. So there's 3. Okay, so that gives me 3 tags, and I can decide which side to decorate, I'll probably decorate on this side. And then I need 3 more, and so I'm going to go with 7 inches. So that makes, this will be 5. I can use that for something else in the journal. And again, I like the, let's go with 3 on these. Okay, so these will be 7 by 3. 7 by 3. And these have plain white background, and these are lightweight. So again, that can go up there because I can use it somewhere else. Okay, so there's those. So you need to have a base for your journal cards, and then you're going to want some type of journaling on one set. So we're going to go with this set since it needs help. And I'm going to encourage you to use things that you have hanging around. So if you can, or if you've chosen a kit for your August journal, then you can go ahead and go with that. I'm going to, okay, so these are 3 inches. So I'm going to want this at like 2.5. Works out good because it takes out that, just takes out that stripe. Okay. Okay, so 3 of your tags need to have some type of journaling thing made on them. Of course, you can make more than what we're doing. And so I'm just going to go ahead, and I haven't decided yet. I'm so tired of distressing, but I'm looking at this journal and I think it might need distressing. I don't know. Because I use pattern paper in it, that's why I think it does. Some of the kit also is it is all antique images, so some of it. Okay, so there's one, and we'll go ahead and fast forward through this. Okay, so these 3 have their journaling on the back, and that is taken care of. The other ones I'm not going to worry about. So you need 2 sets of 3 large cards, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to collage on them. So you're going to want to use, you can use die cuts, you can cut your own die cuts, you can punch out something, but you're going to need images, okay? And I was hoping to punch these, but I think I'm going to have to cut them. Okay. And I don't know if this was packing paper or a bag. It was gifted to me. So I'm just going to fussy cut. So you're going to want either die cut images or fussy cut or punch. And when I say die cut images this time, yes, you can use things from your die cut machines. Okay, and assembly line, we're making these all similar so that it goes really fast. Okay, so I think it's kind of fun to have a pair of scissors. This is like great. I didn't have this page when I was, I don't think. Didn't have this stuff when I was making the journal before. So I have several journals that need to be finished. I'm hoping to get them all done in August. Yeah, I know, crazy. So I have 4 pansy journals that as soon as this is done, we'll move on to the pansy journals because they are assembly line. I've been doing them assembly line, and then I got distracted. So I made the one for the party, and I liked it so much. Oh, you know what? I don't want to put this on here yet. I think I want it to go on to some pattern. So let's put it on this piece of pattern here. So this is just sewing pattern. Okay. We'll just cut out some pieces of it. Oh look, this one has the scissors on it. We'll save that for something else. See the scissors? Okay, so more like a square. Okay, so you're going to want to use some kind of tissue or wrapping paper or pattern paper. So some type of tissue. It could be the kind of tissue they put in a French fry basket thing even. So be creative. Okay, and you can see we're going to be using a trim, or in my case I'm going to use this old measuring tape that I have. Okay, so there's that. And remember, we're just similar fraternal triplets, not identical triplets. You can do identical. You can do all, well, this time you're doing 2 sets though. You're not doing 6. You're doing 2 sets of 3. So you do need to have them 2 different ones. Okay. There's that. And here's this one. Okay, you could Mod Podge this down if you want, however you like to put down your tissue or your wrapping paper. Okay, so that gives me two. Okay, so next I have these in blue. I love them. I think they are so cool. So I'm going to cut them, but I also want the word where it says lengthwise fold, and there just happened to be 3 of these, so I was like, oh, that's so cool. And I want to put it on this side, so we'll, there we go, like it would go onto a piece of fabric. But I do want on mine I want that extra word. So down here, remember, similar fraternal triplets. Is what I'm doing. Okay. So this one, it doesn't matter. It's not on a fold. But I'll put it to the edge. Okay. So that gives me that and that. And of course I eventually am gonna sew on this, because you know it is for a sewing journal. So I think we can go straight across the top of these, and that would not add any extra bulk, but I think that they'll look really nice. So let's go ahead and get those ready. If there's significance to your numbers, you can go ahead and make it so that you have them, you know, significant. Like if you're doing 1, 2, 3 or something, like I did with the Golden Book journal, and I had signatures 1, 2, and 3. So whenever numbers would come up, I would try and have, just because it was different. I had 3 signatures, so I used the number 1 in the first signature, the number 2 in the second, just because. Put it up against the edge, even though, since the other ones are. So if you are new to the channel, your mini challenge in the challenge, you do, for recognition, you'll want to be a member of the August Assembly Line Junk Journal Challenge on Facebook. So just join that group, answer the questions so that we can let you in. And you can do the mini challenge in the challenge without having to do the big journal. And your mini challenge in the challenge can be for any project that you are working on or that you have coming up. It doesn't have to be for your August challenge, because some people aren't even doing the challenge. So the other thing I wanted to use was, I think we'll just go ahead and cut a little piece of this. Okay. I just thought it needed some more texture. This is just some more of the coffee dyed skirt. Coffee dyed skirt linen. We're still using it. Okay, so there's those. And I'm thinking we have 3 different buttons. So, you know what? We'll put the top back on this. Turn it upside down, because that was nice that it was ready. And we'll go ahead and grab our special needle. I've got to get more of these, you guys. Self-threading, not self-threading, but easy threading needles, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and all you have to do is plop it on. It's amazing. Game changer in this craft room, that's for sure. So I'm going to go ahead, and I want these things touching. So I'm going to bring my button up so that it's touching the trim, or the measuring tape there. Okay, and I didn't put a knot. Okay, so we need to put a knot. Put a knot. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and go through here. Okay, and I'm going to come back through, and I'm going to let some of that string hang down for another texture. Okay, so just let my knot hang down. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew the button on. So I'll be doing this for all 3, and then I will be tying it off, and we'll actually have two pieces hanging down, one with a knot and one with no knot. Okay, so go ahead and do these first ones. I'll do the first one and then I'll fast forward for the other two. Okay, so just 2 through I think is fine. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie it off on the back. So tie it, leave the loop, go through the loop. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to go back through. And I'm going to come out. And I'm going to let that hang. Okay. So that is what my tag is going to look like. Okay. And so we'll go ahead and fast forward through this. We'll be right back. Okay, so the one thing I realized is that I didn't tie it in at the beginning and my button could come undone. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tie the 2 strings together and push them up underneath the button, and then I should be fine. Okay, so we'll have to do that to all 3. So I kind of think it's kind of cool if there was some way to put a pin in here without, oh, well, we're still going to do this. This one didn't. If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving. Hi! And say hello to Chip. Hi, Chip. I'm so glad you've joined us today. If you are here at the premiere, make sure you come over and you say hello so that we can welcome you and get to know you. We have the premiere every day, brand new crafty video at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And that's how we ended up with the name Dear Julie Junk Journal Every Day, because we are here every day. And we also have a Facebook group, Scrap All About It with Dear Julie, on Facebook, and we'd like to invite you to join us there. We use the premiere format, which means that we are all here watching the video for the first time together at 10:30, and the video is pre-recorded and I get to be in the chat. So you can ask me questions and we can all get to know each other better. So let's get back to our program. Both pieces are not above, but that's okay, because look, that'll probably be my favorite one, right? The mistake. Okay, so there's our little collage. We have pattern paper. We have these cool fussy cut things that came off that either it was packing paper or a gift bag. It feels like a gift bag, but it might be packing paper. And so these cutouts, the fabric from the skirt, the trim, this is also from the pattern paper, and button and string. I love these. I think they're going to be really, really awesome in this sewing journal. So next we have these 3, and I have something in mind that's a little different for these. I do have these 3 calendars. To me, they just look, it's like I'm always thinking about measuring and stuff like that when I'm sewing. So I'm thinking about adding a border from the pattern. Okay, so we've got this one. This side has the scissors, so I don't want to go up and take away from the scissors. Okay, but that should give me border. Okay. This one give me like, if it's not exact, it's like really close. Well, but we're gonna take it. Okay. So this will be border for this one. Border for this one. Okay, let's see. I have these sewing machine. These are from the digital. Oh, you know what? These are from the sewing. I think these might be from the free digital in the Dear Julie Etsy shop from National Sewing Machine Day. And you just take it and print it on at wallet size. But there are several images from the sewing machine manual for this sewing machine in this digital kit. Okay, so there's that. There's that. So almost triplets so far. Almost identical triplets so far. Okay, there's that. And then I really like those images from that bag. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these out again, and we'll be right back. Okay, so they're all cut out. I also cut out the little, I'm calling them a tag topper for up here. I might also add a little bit of this to each one. So we'll have our fabric, our trim, this time we have a journaling card. I need another little piece. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead, we'll glue the first one down with you, and then I'll do the other two fast forward. So let's go ahead, we're gonna start with this, and I am going to leave it cut rough. I am going to put a glue on the inside of the lines. You saw me do that as well. Okay, then we'll take it and we're just going to use this as a border. Okay, kind of like washi tape. Go ahead and cut off our pieces just so that they don't stick to something else while we're working here. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead and this are going to get stapled on up here, because you know I love to use the stapler. And I'm going to use the tiny attacher, and hopefully, let me check before I say that. Yeah, I have enough I can use. I can use a couple. Okay, so I'm going to put it on 2, 3, like it's like it's 3 stitches. Okay, like it's 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. I'll be more careful and try not to get it in the number, but you know, that might happen. Okay, so on here, we want to make sure everything is overlapping. And do I want to go under? Yeah, we'll go under there, under there. And I want the sewing machine right there. Okay, so sometimes what I'll do is I'll pick up what I've got. Sometimes I'll take a picture, but I'm using my phone, which I would use as a camera, take the picture to film this. So on this one, I'm going to just put it right up underneath what we built up there for our tag topper. And then I can just take this, turn it over, and put glue on all of it. Okay. And overlap. Okay, so there we go. And for this, I might sew. We'll have to figure out if we're going to be able to sew. We're going to sew somehow on these cards. So you'll see that in the final flip through. But let's go ahead and do the other two, and we'll fast forward through those. So there you go, and you saw I really liked the way this looked down here, so I decided to take advantage of these arrows and things that make this one different. And so yeah, so I changed it up a little bit. Again, remember, they're fraternal triplets, not identical triplets. So we have our 3 and our 3 large tags. Each one had some of the fabric, some of the trim, a fussy cut image, a base, and then this one has your, and they all have your tissue. Okay, so tissue or wrapping paper. This one, you need to also have a journaling card and numbers. So something with numbers and something with lines. So your tissue paper can have your lines, but something with lines, something with numbers. So let's go over the list for this one. Base, tissue, journaling card, trim, fabric, however you want to do your fabric, numbers, and lines, fussy cut image. Okay, base, journaling card, tissue, numbers, trim, fabric, fussy cut image, lines. So 8 items on that one. This one, your base, your tissue, your fussy cut image, your trim, your fabric, okay, something round, and that'll be good. Okay, so your base, your tissue, fussy cut image, trim, fabric, something round, and string. So you can do fussy cuts, you know, where we do the messy string, messy thread. You can sew with your thread, but you need to do something with some thread. Those are the mini challenge and the challenge. This is number 3 for August, and the deadline again is August 30th. Your mini challenge and the challenges have been amazing, And some of the best ideas have happened in those. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what you do. I'm going to go ahead and put the sewing journal playlist up here and the sewing journal an embellishment video over here. And the sewing journal digital will be linked in the description box down below. For your watching pleasure and crafty company. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day and thank you for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.